Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Today we have a very good video talking about the supply and demand side of things, how production is diminishing, how the supply of silver is vanishing. Very important stuff. So before we start, make sure to smash that like button. Let's see if this video can get 200 likes. If you love precious metals, make sure you smash that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you instantly get notified every time a video drops, so you get the newest, latest, freshest, most up-to-date information in the world of precious metals. So anyways, with that said, the link to this article from Seeking Alpha will be in the description. So, we know for the last 7 years, they've been cutting back silver production by hundreds of millions of ounces. And what that's doing is creating this very scary scenario that could happen where the supply is diminishing, but the demand of silver is increasing from 5G technology, from solar panels, from electric vehicles, where silver is needed more and more, and there's new discoveries for silver every single day. But the production of silver is falling. And we have countries like Mexico and Peru, which are, top producers of silver. They accumulate nearly 40% of the global production, just those two countries alone. And this virus, this pandemic has put things to a halt, so there's no silver getting dug up. Plus, silver isn't profitable, so not many people are focusing on silver. Silver's found as byproduct by accident, so there's not much silver being dug up out of the ground, but we see an increasingly high demand for silver, and not people that are just investing into it, but these companies, these big business companies that need it for these gadgets and electronics. So when we talk about a silver shortage, it's not just talking about the U.S. Mint selling out of American Eagles. We're talking about a much larger scale, and that could be detrimental to the system, to companies, but to silver's price, it's only going to make things explode. So anyways, let's jump into this article and let's talk about this. The top primary silver mining industry production yields fall to the lowest ever. So as production is rising, we're falling to the lowest ever production yields. And that's crazy to think about, because there's been times in history when it would make sense that production would be lower, but right now is not a time for production to be its lowest ever. So top primary silver mining companies' average yield fell from 13 ounces a ton in 2005 to 6 ounces a ton last year. Peru's Hachal average yield declined from 7.5 ounces a ton in 2018 to 5.9 ounces a ton last year, where the Buenaventura's average yield fell from 10.6 ounces a ton to 7.5 ounces a ton during the same period. Also, Russia's Polymetal International Ducat operation saw its average yield from 7.7 down from 8.5 in 2018. So the era of high-grade silver mines may be coming to an end, which that's a scary thing to think about. High-grade silver mines coming to an end. So most silver is found by accident, right? So if even the silver mines themselves, that means silver is going to simply and solely be hoping that it gets dug up from gold, lead, and zinc, because miners are digging up gold, lead, and zinc. They're chasing they're chasing the greenback. They're chasing the dollar. They don't care about silver. Silver's not expensive. Silver is cheap for them. They're chasing whatever's going to make them the most money, regardless of the consequences, regardless of how much silver is or how beneficial silver is in the industry and in the technological world. They don't care about that. They're trying to dig up metals that make them money, regardless of the consequence. So remarkably, the top primary silver miners' average yield fell from the lowest ever in 2019. Which begs the question, will high-grade silver mines become extinct in the not-so-distant future? Well, if we look at the data, it seems to be already happening. Since I started researching the primary silver mining industry, the yields at many high-grade silver mines have fallen drastically. For example, Fresnillo PLC's flagship mine, the Fresnillo mine, has seen its average yield decline from 15 ounces per ton in 2005 to only 5.3 ounces a ton last year. That is one hell of a reduction in just 14 years. Nearly 10 ounces a ton of silver yield evaporated. Take a look at how much more silver the Fresnillo mine was producing in 2005 compared to 2019. Processing less ore. Fresnillo mine, 2005 production, 33.4 million ounces. 29 average yield 5.9 million ounces. As we can see, workers at the Fresnillo mine processed more ore in 2019 to produce 20 million fewer ounces of silver. No wonder the cost to produce silver has risen from $4 per ounce back in 2005 to only $15 an ounce presently. Now, if we combine the top 7 primary silver miners in my group, the average yield fell to a record low of 6 ounces a ton in 2019. So here's the top 7 primary silver mining companies and mines. Average yield 2005 to 2019. You can see in 2005, 13 ounces a ton. And this is 2005, 123 million ounces. And that's from 9.4 million ounces of ore. 2019, 23 million ounces ton per ore is 140 million ounces. So you see it's decreasing. In 2019 is the lowest year. So the top primary silver mining companies average yield fell from 13 ounces a ton in 2005 to 6 ounces a ton last year. That's a 54% decline in average yield from the top primary silver mining industry. Not the low dogs, not the smaller, that's from the top. This means these silver mining companies have to extract, transport, and process more than twice the amount of ore than they did in 2005 to produce the same amount of metal. The companies that impacted the group's average yield the most were from Peru. Mexico and Peru are the 2 top producers. Peru's Hochschild average yield declined from 7.5 ounces a ton in 2018 to 5.9 ounces a ton last year, while the Buenaventura's average yield fell from 10.6 to 7.5 during the same period. Mexico's Fresnillo PLC's average yield silver mine fell from 5.7 ounces in 2018 to 5 in 2019. So also, Russia's Polymetal International Ducat operation saw its average yield fall from 7.7 to 8.5. The only primary silver miner that saw an increase in yield was Hecla, mainly due to Hecla's Green Creek mine. The company's average silver yield increased from 10 to 11.5 ounces a ton during the same period. So the point is, the world is running out of its high-grade, easy-to-get silver deposits. While there are still some high-grade silver deposits still remaining in the world, the primary silver mining industry continues to burn through its better quality reserves. At some point, production from these top 7 silver mines will no longer be able to offset the declines from the falling ore grades. Investors have no idea what a deal they are getting in acquiring silver for such a great deal when we compare it to most of the overvalued financial paper assets and real estate. The few silver mines in the world may just surprise the market when investors begin to move into them in a big way. Now, I loved this article. It really did explain the reality. And I've been talking about this for years now, and just now it seems like people are starting to catch on. Now we're starting to see the consequences. We're starting to see it get put in motion of what's going to happen when a rising demand cannot meet a diminishing supply. Low supply, high demand shoots the price up. That's investing 101. I only see this getting worse and worse and worse. Because yes, this is happening. 2019 was the lowest year, but with this virus, that wasn't including the virus. So now 2020 is going to be even a lower year. It was 6 million ounces a ton in 2020, or in 2019, and that's without the virus, this pandemic, which put things to a halt. U.S. men even sold out of American Eagles this year. So things are going to get more extreme. The numbers are getting even lower. And this is when 5G technology is coming out, which is heavily used in silver. This is when green energy, which is solar panels, photovoltaic cells needed for silver. Silver is a main driver in green energy, which is taking over the world literally. And electric vehicles, which in a couple of years will be taking over the world literally. Silver is needed more and more and more. But the production is decreasing. This is only going to entail for much higher silver prices. And not only this, but several other instances, several other situations, several other angles. And this is what I try to tell you guys in every video. I'm just talking about one angle, one reason why silver is profitable and has opportunity in this video. But there are so many other things besides just the rising demand and the falling supply. There's nothing like silver that has as much potential that silver does. And I hope you see that. The link to this article from Seeking Alpha will be in the description if you want to check it out yourself. If you want to do your homework, look at some of the numbers. It's definitely astonishing, and I definitely think that we're on to something. And I hope you understand that, and I definitely think you see that. If you love precious metals, if you love silver, if you see silver's true potential, make sure to smash the like button. Let's see if the video can get 200 likes. Like I said, the link to this article from Seeking Alpha will be in the description. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. We are approaching another milestone soon. Maybe I'll do a giveaway or something, we'll see. Thank you so much for all the support in the channel. It means the world to me. I cannot wait to keep pumping out new material. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for precious metals. There's so much opportunity in the world of precious metals. There's so much potential. I'm excited to see where the prices go. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.